User-generated content is one of the most effective ways to advertise your business in 2024 because you're leveraging the skill sets of quality influencers to create content promoting your brand. Here's the problem though. Hiring third-party content creators can be pretty expensive, with bare minimum prices starting at around $150 to as much as $30,000. So to solve this problem, you either have to create the content yourself or you use an AI tool to do it for you. But can you actually trust AI to create the quality video content that your business needs? Or is it all just some overhyped technology that has a long way to go? Well, today we're going to be answering those questions by testing out the top AI UGC tools, comparing them to each other to find out what's the best method and if they're even worth your time or not. If you appreciate this style of content, make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel because we post videos about AI and how to market your business every single week. The data shows that 94.8% of you are not subscribed yet. So if you don't do it for yourself, maybe just do it for me. It takes half a second and you'll put a smile on my face. With that being said, let's get into it. We'll be comparing 3 completely different tools and methods today, all of which are no cost upfront. The first tool is called Veed, the second is called Creatify, and the third method is sort of a combination of different tools to show you how you can actually do this completely for free. And when creating a UGC style ad for your business, our best bet is to find some example content that we can then model our content after. So on our TikTok account here, what we'll do is we'll just type in personal injury lawyer. So you can see there's quite a few different pieces of content that pop up here. One that stands out to me, which would be fairly easy to recreate, is this one right here.
Don't call me if you were in an accident and the only damage you sustained is to your car. I'm a personal injury lawyer. You have to be injured in order to have a personal injury case.
And just for the purpose of this example, we'll just be using the first like 10 or 12 seconds of this video as an exact example for us to recreate. When you're creating your own account, of course, make your own original content, use this stuff as an example. Don't outright copy what people are doing. I'm just doing this as an example for you. Now let's plug this script into Veed and see what it comes up with. Okay, so this is the home screen to Veed, and I want to point out a feature that's really interesting to me, which is this AI text to video. And sort of what it allows you to do is you type in your prompt, you describe the type of video that you want it to create, and then it will generate an entire scene with background video, an AI avatar. It'll generate the script, pretty much make you an entire video with the music, the sound effects, everything, just from a simple prompt. Really interesting. We're not going to use it here because I just want to test out an AI avatar and some basic video editing, but something to take note of if you're looking for a tool like this. For now, we're just going to click on Create New Project. And we're not going to upload any video, but what we do want is to change it from landscape to the TikTok format, which is 9:16. And then we get to choose any of these AI avatars that we think would be a good fit. So we're trying to recreate that exact video here. So let me look through some of these avatars and try to find someone that is a good match. And I want someone that's kind of dressed to the nines, like this guy, and looks, like he's in a suit and all that. So we're gonna look for English, US, and then I have my script here, and let's have it generate. Okay, so we have the AI avatar generated right here. I'm gonna press play for you guys to hear.
Don't call me if you're in an accident and the only damage you sustain is to your car. I'm a personal injury lawyer. You have to be injured in order to have a personal injury case.
So pretty good. It's a little, funny looking, especially with no background or music or sound effects. So I'm gonna throw some stuff into this real quick and we'll see if we can spice it up and get it at least a bit closer to the original content that we're mirroring. Okay, so after a little bit of fine tuning, here's what I came up with.
Don't call me if you're in an accident and the only damage you sustain is to your car. I'm a personal injury lawyer. You have to be injured in order to have a personal injury case.
So overall, not bad. I think there is some tweaking I could do with the script to add some emphasis on some words. There was some, premium stuff that I would have to subscribe to be able to do that. But overall, I think it's pretty good how it came out. I also wasn't able to use the stock footage that's built into this platform. So I did have to pull some stock footage off another platform that I'm subscribed to, but you could definitely use all free tools to create exactly what you just saw. Veed gets a 9 out of 10 for ease of use. They have great video editing capabilities, and some really awesome AI tools to make things as easy as possible for beginners. I'd give it a 6 for realism. It's definitely lacking in this department. And I'd like to see that the AI actors have real backgrounds and not just be some static looking robot. For pricing, they use a classic freemium model with the base plan being $24 a month if you upgrade, which is a pretty good value overall, especially if you're looking for a pretty decent video editing software on top of everything that we talked about here. So I think they deserve an 8 in this department, which gives Veed a total of 23 out of 30. Now let's plug the same script into Creatify and see how it looks. All right, so this is the homepage for Creatify, and if we just click on AI Avatar, Create Now, we'll be able to enter our script here, and I'll make some edits to it to hopefully have it emphasize certain parts. So now that the edits are done to the script, we'll look for an avatar that matches the description. Rolling down here, and I kind of like what this guy's style looks like. Wow, that was quick.
Don't call me if you're in an accident and the only damage you sustained is to your car. I'm a personal injury lawyer. You have to...
I see. So you have to press render in order for it to have lip sync and higher clarity. Okay, so we'll click render here. Render with watermark, that's fine. All right, so the render is done now. That threw me off a little bit. I was wondering why it was so bad. Now let's press play and watch how this looks.
Don't call me if you're in an accident and the only damage you sustained is to your car. I'm a personal injury lawyer. You have to be injured in order to have a personal injury case.
So that's pretty good. I liked the fact that they're using a real background and real people here. The other one in Veed looked more like it was just an AI generated avatar. Maybe it was trained on real people, but this gives a little bit more of a sense of realism. So let's throw some edits on it and see if we can get it even higher quality. All right, so after a few minutes of editing, here's what the final product looks like.
Don't call me if you're in an accident and the only damage you sustained is to your car. I'm a personal injury lawyer. You have to be injured in order to have a personal injury case.
So I really like the avatar that they're using here. Again, it looks much more real and lifelike. The lip sync is pretty spot on. What I don't like about this tool so far is the video editing capabilities are pretty basic, and it's a little complicated to use. It's not as straightforward as something like CapCut or even Veed software was. So that would be something I would dock it with. But overall, pretty good. The captions were also not great, a little bit too lengthy for a short form piece of content. But again, otherwise, high quality product. I could imagine using just the AI avatar and then exporting that and then using it in another tool to edit with. For ease of use, I'd give it a 7. The editing capabilities are pretty subpar, but I like that there's a variety and there's quality in the different AI actors and the scenarios that they're in. I'd give Creatify a 9 for realism. I think people would have a very hard time telling if this was a real person or not in the video, which is really what you want with this. You get 2 free videos with a watermark, and after that, it's $39.99 a month, which is fairly expensive. Plus, you'd probably have to use another video editor like CapCut or some other type of software to increase the quality of the video. So for that, I'd give it an 8. It's the priciest solution, but you do get what you pay for. Total score is 24 out of 30. As mentioned, the previous 2 methods are free up until a certain point. But when you'd like to export them or use a premium feature, then they require you to pay. Now, this final method is completely free and has the potential to be the highest quality, but it also has the most opportunities to go completely wrong since there are so many different tools being used here. But before I tell you how to do that, it's important to note that as important as driving views and website visitors is, it really doesn't mean anything unless you can convert them into leads and set appointments. Your potential customers will want to reach out to you day or night 24/7. And at times, you're probably not there to respond right away, which gives them time to shop around and get quotes from your competitors. That's why we created Blazeo, the AI-powered 24/7 lead conversion suite. Instantly communicate with every website visitor and convert 40% more leads with live chat backed by AI and our human agents, no matter what time of day it is. Automatically convert those leads into an appointment or live transfer to a phone call with your sales team using our integrated appointment scheduler and Call Connect solutions. And for any after-hour leads or calls that come in, our 24/7 fully US-based call center has you covered with full inbound and outbound capabilities. The best part, all of these powerful conversion tools and much more are available at a price point that startups and small businesses can actually afford. So what are you waiting for? It's time to ignite your business's growth with Blazeo. Click the link in the top of the description of this video to learn more. Now, back to the video. Okay, so for this last method, I was either going to record a clip of myself dressed up in a suit to the nines. I didn't really have the capability to do that at the moment, so instead I'm just going to pull some stock footage from a website like iStock. You can use pretty much any other free stock footage website, but I was able to find this clip here, and I'll show you what it looks like just as is. And so I pulled it from here, downloaded it. I headed over to 11 Labs, which is a top-of-the-line AI voice generator. And I typed in our script here, don't call me if you're in an accident, blah, blah, blah. And then chose a voice that I thought would be a good fit.
I have a casual, smooth, and sexy voice that you can use for anything you want.
So that's the voice that we're using. And then I headed over to another product called Sieve, where I clicked on this button right here, which is lip sync. And it's a little complicated to figure out, but it's actually not too bad. Really all you do is you just delete the files that are here as standard, and then you drag and drop your video file to this section here, and then you drag and drop your audio file to this section here. And once you do that, you click submit, and this is sort of what we're left with here. So let me press play.
Don't call me if you're in an accident and the only damage you sustained is to your car. I'm a personal injury lawyer. You have to be injured in order to have a personal injury case.
And it's pretty interesting, I would say. I mean, you can tell it's a little off, and maybe it would be better if I recorded myself in a suit or something like that. But overall, pretty satisfied with how this is looking. I'm going to take this clip, move it over to a video editor, do the same kind of doctoring up that I did for the last two products, and then we'll give it a review. Okay, so I decided to use CapCut to edit this video because it is completely free. I know that you can export it with no watermarks, and it is the highest quality free video editing software that I've seen. So I'll go ahead and press play now.
Don't call me if you're in an accident and the only damage you sustained is to your car. I'm a personal injury lawyer. You have to be injured in order to have a personal injury case.
So overall, not bad at all. It's probably the closest we've seen to looking like an actual real person. Again, we probably could have gotten it even closer if we filmed a little bit of B-roll with me in it wearing a suit. But for using all free tools to be able to create some AI user-generated content like this, I think it would accomplish what you're looking for. For ease of use, I'd have to say it's about a 5. It's definitely not very beginner friendly, but once you've run through the process at least 1 or 2 times, you'll get the hang of it. Overall, I'd say the realism is really just about the quality of video clip that you start with, but the lip syncing and voice quality are very, very good. I'd give this a 7. For pricing, it's free, so of course it gets a 10 out of 10, giving this a total grand score of 22 out of 30, which means that Creatify is the winner of this head-to-head comparison. And to answer the question at the beginning of this video, I think yes, you can trust AI to create quality video content and help promote your business. But we're curious, would you trust one of these methods in creating content for your business? Let us know in the comment section. I'll see you next time.